Welcome to Digitalopolis Discussions. Ever just find yourself picking up your phone, almost without thinking?
Happens all the time, right?
It does. And research shows the average person, get this, checks their phone 58 times a day.
Wow, 58.
Yeah. And the real kicker, almost a third of us grab it within 5 minutes of waking up. 5 minutes.
That's quite something. Really speaks to how automatic it's become.
Exactly. So what is that? What's that magnetic pull towards our screens? That's what we're going to dive into today.
We're looking at the behavioral economics behind social media.
Yeah.
Why it's just so engaging.
Right. Our mission here is to unpack the psychology so you listening can maybe get a better handle on your own habit.
Definitely. And a huge part of it, really, is our, fundamental need for social validation. It's deep wired.
Social validation, like getting likes.
Exactly. Likes, comments, shares. Research shows when we get that positive feedback online, our brain's reward system lights up.
Yeah.
Specifically, the nucleus accumbens.
The pleasure center.
Precisely. It releases dopamine, just like with other rewarding experiences. And that trains us, neurologically, to keep coming back for more of those little digital pats on the back.
So it feels good, chemically speaking. It's not just in our heads.
Not at all. It's a real physiological response. But it's not the only thing pulling us in.
Okay. What else is at play?
Well, there's the classic fear of missing out. FOMO.
Yes. FOMO. We've all felt that, I think.
For sure. That anxiety that others are having these great experiences online that you're, missing out on. Studies link that directly to more compulsive social media use.
Okay, so there's the pull of potential rewards and the push from feel of missing out. Anything else?
Yeah. There's also loss aversion. This is a really powerful one in behavioral economics.
Loss aversion. Remind me.
Basically, we're more motivated to avoid losing something than we are to gain something of, equal value.
Okay. How does that work on social media?
Think about things like streaks on certain apps. You build up a streak, maybe for consecutive days of activity.
Right, seen those.
The thought of losing that streak, of breaking the chain, can be a surprisingly strong motivator to log in every single day. Or even those last active statuses, creating a subtle pressure to seem present.
Avoiding a loss. Interesting. You mentioned earlier this can be a bit like slot machines.
Exactly. It ties back to the rewards, but specifically how they're delivered. Platforms use what psychologists call variable reward schedules.
Variable, meaning unpredictable.
Precisely. You post something, sometimes you get a flood of likes and comments almost immediately. Sometimes, crickets. You refresh your feed. Sometimes there's juicy new stuff, sometimes it's dull.
Okay.
That unpredictability, like a slot machine not paying out every time, is incredibly compelling. It keeps us hooked, pulling that lever, or rather refreshing that feed, hoping for the next win.
And these social wins, the likes and comments, they feel as good as, say, winning money.
Research suggests that, neurologically speaking, yes. Receiving those social rewards activates the same brain regions associated with monetary rewards, so the powerful reinforcement loop.
Wow. Okay, so the rewards are potent and they're unpredictable. What about the design of the apps themselves? Are there subtle tricks there?
Oh, absolutely. There are lots of design choices, sometimes called nudges, that shape our behavior without us really noticing.
Like what?
Infinite scrolling is a big one.
Yeah. Just keeps going.
Right. There's no bottom of the page to signal you're done. It just flows, making it frictionless to just keep scrolling and scrolling.
Removes a natural stopping cue.
Exactly. And then there's autoplay videos. You finish one, the next one just starts.
Yeah. Hard to resist sometimes.
Research indicates that can boost viewing time by 20 or even 30%. It just removes the tiny effort of clicking play.
Small change, big impact.
Definitely. And personalized recommendations, too. The algorithms learn what you like and show you more of it.
Which sounds helpful, right? Finding stuff you're interested in?
It can be, but it can also create filter bubbles, Yeah. You end up seeing only things that confirm your existing views, which keeps you engaged within that echo chamber, but maybe less exposed to different perspectives.
Okay, so these platforms are really, really good at keeping us hooked. But this level of engagement, it can't all be good, can it? What are the downsides?
Unfortunately, no, it's not all good. Excessive use, or maybe even just normal use for some people, can lead to real problems.
Such as?
Compulsive checking is a common one. Feeling that urge to look at your phone constantly, even when you don't need to. Some people report feeling anxious or irritable if they can't check withdrawal symptoms.
Wow, withdrawal.
Yeah. It can also lead to neglecting real-world responsibilities, work, school, relationships, And the mental health links are concerning.
How so?
Well, studies have found correlations, especially in teenagers. For instance, spending 3 or more hours a day on social media has been linked to about a 35% higher likelihood of reporting symptoms of depression.
35%. That's significant.
It is. And then there are issues around body image, particularly on very visual platforms, and the potential for algorithms amplifying polarizing content, which can contribute to wider societal divisions.
Okay, so it's designed to be engaging, maybe even addictive, and there are real potential harms. What can people actually do about it? Is it hopeless?
No, definitely not hopeless. There are things we can do on an individual level. Many phones and apps now have built-in digital well-being tools.
Right, the screen time reports and app limits.
Exactly. Using those can be a good first step. Setting limits, tracking your usage, managing notifications is huge too. Turning off non-essential alerts can dramatically reduce those constant interruptions and temptations to check.
Taking back control of the triggers.
Precisely. And just being more mindful. Thinking about why you're picking up the phone, what are you hoping to find? Actively choosing what content to consume. Maybe making an effort to seek out different viewpoints to counter the filter bubble effect.
So awareness seems really key. Understanding how these platforms work on our psychology.
Absolutely. Knowing the tricks makes you less susceptible to them. There are also pushes happening at the platform and policy level, like experimenting with removing infinite scroll, demands for more transparent algorithms.
And regulation.
And regulations, yes. Things like the EU's Digital Services Act, rules about age verification, features designed to promote well-being rather than just engagement. It's an ongoing process.
So a mix of personal responsibility and broader changes.
That seems to be the way forward.
Okay, lots to think about. So for everyone listening, maybe reflect on the last time you felt that pull, that almost unconscious urge to check your phone. What do you think was driving it? Was it boredom, FOMO, just seeking that little dopamine hit? And knowing what we've talked about today, how might that understanding change your very next interaction with your screen? Something to mull over.